People, Deluded, I'm back again. It's always a pleasure to speak to you guys, whether we win, lose or draw. Obviously, Arsenal have just lost 1-0 away from home against Manchester City. It is what it is. I've done enough videos. I've done a stream. I've offered my opinions on it. I'm sure you've all got your opinions. But let's just stick to the player ratings. Now, everyone's opinion is subjective. Everybody sees the game differently. That's one reason I like doing my channel, because it's always interesting. There's no rights or wrongs, you know. Just throwing in, for example, Bellerin, a name that polarizes opinion a lot. Some man think he plays well, some man think he played rubbish. Not in this game, I'm just giving an example. Obviously, a lot of it is filled with agendas and personal vendettas against players a lot of the time, but I think it's interesting, and I respect you lot's opinions. I hope you respect mine, and if you don't, I just don't frankly care. You can do what you want. I'm still going to be here on YouTube doing my thing. Now, we lost and people are going to be disappointed, but I think people are overdoing it. I think people that are really upset, like really upset that's not letting them see the game for what it is, have issues with it and need to really dumb down their expectations, you know. In terms of tactics, Arteta, you have to hold your hands up. Players didn't seize their opportunities. Willian did nothing to help his case in fans saying why hasn't he been dropped prior to this game. Pepe did nothing in relation to nailing down this team. Aubameyang and telling Arteta, F you need to play me every week. Aubameyang didn't take his chances or do anything today, really and truly. You know, if your name is not Bukayo Saka, if your name's not Gabriel, if your name's not Tierney, you know, at a push, Leno made a couple of big saves. You know, Luis played okay, but mainly just Gabriel, Tierney and Saka, and even them three could have done a lot better. You know, even for the goal, they were all involved in that. Apologies, people, they were all involved in that. They can improve significantly. In relation to the players' ratings, people, this is what I would go with. For me, I'm going with Leno. I'm going to give Leno a 6. I was going to give a 7. You know, I don't think he could have done more. I think I'm going to give David Luiz a 5. I might put it up to a 6. I don't think he was perfect, but I don't think he was poor today. You know, mentally, I don't know where he's at because he didn't expect to play. You know, Holding was injured. And like I said, I don't think it was an amazing thing. You didn't play like Cannavaro, but I'm going to give him a 5. I'm going to give Kieran Tierney a 7, people. I want to switch it to an 8, but I think Tierney was good today. You know, he got ripped by Cancelo at one point. He got put on toast, but it was all right. I think he deserves a 7. It could go up to an 8. I'd give Bellerin a 4 personally. I don't think Bellerin was at it today. I'd give Gabriel an 8. I think the only thing I could look at is the goal, and collectively as a team, we could have done a lot better for that. So I'd give him an 8. Ceballos and Xhaka, I give them both 4s. I think Xhaka did alright with the pressing and whatnot, but I feel by his own standards, he was a bit ill-disciplined positionally. I did like in the first half, he seemed to be the only person to play the ball forward. So admittedly, I am torn between a 4, a 5 and a 5 for both players, but I feel I give the benefit of the doubt a bit too much, and I definitely feel for the goal, listen, collectively it was a poor sequence, you know, credit to City, but I think it was too easy for Sergio to get on the ball in his part, which led to Raheem Sterling's goal. So I give Ceballos and midfield's an important part in this game. So I give Ceballos and Xhaka both 4s. I give Saka a 9. I give him a bonus point just for being a young man and showing me anything I wanted to see. Intent, you know, wanting to make the game, you know, wanting to decide the game, wanting to win. I only got that vibe from Saka. And Saka, you know, there were things Saka could have done better. You know, many people say he could have scored, but who else was creating these chances? You know, I think Saka deserves a 9. Aubameyang and Pepe get a 4. As I said, you know, with Willian, you know, Willian probably even gets a 3. You know, I don't think Willian did anything. I give Willian a 3. I give Aubameyang a 4 and Pepe a 4. I feel no one in the front three did anything. You know, Lacazette coming on in his cameo done more in terms of movement. I think it was just a poor day for the front three in particular. You know, like I said, I don't think Willian helped his case to keep starting. You know, Europa League will see some changes. I don't think Pepe seized his opportunity to say, okay, I want to be in the lineup. Again, I'm not saying draw conclusions. There's 33 games left. You know, if Aubameyang scores again, people forget he missed 5. He ain't scored in 5 games. Pepe does his thing like he was doing at City against City in the cup. People don't give a crap. Willian plays like how he does against Fulham. People say, oh, it's a smart piece of business. Or if he plays like he does today, how do we give him a 3-year deal? You know, or second half against Sheffield, it was the Bellerin was back, and now Bellerin is the worst thing to ever have happened on this universe. You know, this is the one frustrating thing about losing. Why can't Arsenal fans or fans in general look at things objectively and say, okay, cool, we didn't have a good game, but we did all right here. I think you lot were bad. Why is it always extremes? Why is it always when we win, we're going to do this, we're going to do that? When we lose, everyone has to come out the team. Everyone get bun. All of this. It's mad, people. It's crazy. And I know we live in this society where, you know, YouTubers, fans, talk sport and the rest of it, it's all about engagement, it's all about reaction. But it's like, calm down, man. In relation to the player ratings, that's what I believe anyways, people. So like I said, that's what I believe. If I haven't made it clear, 6 for Leno, or 5 for Luiz. I'm going to give an 8 to Tierney, in fact. An 8 for Gabriel, a 4 for Bellerin, a 4 for Aubameyang, a 4 for Pepe, a 4 for Ceballos, a 4 for Xhaka, a 9 for Saka, in my opinion. And a 3 for Willian, if I didn't make that clear, you know. Arteta, I give Arteta probably a 4 for the tactics, because yeah, a 4, man. I think he's tactically outdone Pep Guardiola before. I think Pep had his number today. I didn't really see what we was doing with Willian and Pepe. I mean, Willian and Aubameyang in particular. I didn't really get what we was trying to do today. But, you know, he's going to make mistakes. I still believe in him because, you know, how many times in big games has he got it wrong, whether we've won, lost or draw? You know, people were praising the tactics at home last season against Chelsea, when we played United as well. Pardon me, you know, in the cup competitions, you know, many cup competitions when we beat Liverpool at home, you know, many people weren't saying this tactics stuff, or he doesn't know what he's doing. So, you know, his scoreboard is still positive. I'm not saying he's not learning. I'm not saying don't question him. I'm not saying whatever. I just don't like the extremes. You can't praise Arteta as the Messiah one day and then, you know, the next day he's Mikel Emre, whatever, innit? Let's just say, you know, he's shown a lot of good stuff, but there are a lot of question marks. Like, for me, he didn't get the tactics right. The one pet peeve I'm starting to have under Arteta is he's taking too long to make subs. Like against Liverpool, I think Willian did as long to stay on the field as long as he did. If anything, you know, Willian might have even got the 90, but I've got nothing more to say. So on that note, I'm going to get out of here. People, deluded, I'm out.